Hey, what's going on, everyone? It's your boy Lunchbox FTP, and I am back here with more Last Cloudia content for you. Today's video, I'm going to be jumping into a little bit of the news that just came a couple of days ago. It'll be quick. I'm sure most people know about it, but I've been off for a couple of days, so I just wanted to get this out. This is actually about the maintenance update that came today, so I'm going to break down those few details, and then I'm also going to be jumping into the specific details of the new gacha that they added itself. So without further ado, let's get right into it. So today I'm going to start with the news of the maintenance notice itself for today at 10/8. So we got of course our thank you here, the maintenance period. It's already basically over, I'm assuming, for everyone. Maybe people... Oh, yeah, it should be done for everyone. Everyone should be updated and good to go now. They released the Grand Ability Gate as well as the Step Up Gacha, the free version, which is absolutely cool. And we also got fixes to Amelia's name for certain event adventure content and regular bug fixes. And regarding those bug fixes, we have one of the bug descriptions here is: on some occasions when changing equipment for tours, a connection error occurs and equipment will not be possible to change. That's been fixed now. This issue detail here is in some instances it is possible for the same equipment to be equipped to more than one unit. In this instance, attempting to change said equipment will result in a connection error. So that's been fixed as well. This has been fixed so that changing tour equipment does not result in connection errors as well. In addition, following maintenance, when equipment set to multiple tour units is changed, they will be automatically unequipped from the unit not currently having its equipment changed. As a result of this, users experiencing the above issue may find the equipment of units on tours has been unequipped. And they offer their apologies for the inconvenience, of course. And also regarding compensation, all users affected by the above issue got 5 fast tour tickets, which is awesome. I think that's a pretty solid deal. Seeing how your tours got messed up, you got some freebies out of it, and you'll get some extra tours. And they deeply apologize. I'm sure none of this was intentional. You know how bugs are. The game gets played, stuff gets found, cranked out, and sometimes it has unfortunate side effects, and that's when a game company like Auditory actually does something solid about it and gives you something useful. So at least you got some fast tour tickets out of it. I don't know about y'all, but I've been raking in the rewards from the tours. Loving it. Absolutely loving it. So now I'm going to jump down here to the gacha. I am conflicted. I don't think it's a bad thing because A, it's free. You can use free crystals. Anyone can do this. B, it's not a whole bunch of crystals. I mean, maybe once you get to the end, if you do the whole thing, you're definitely spending double digits in crystals. Like you're over 10,000. You know what I mean? So it's a lot. I would have to use basically all of my crystals right now to do that. To do this here, I'm not going to. I think Treasure Sword of the Elude is the weakest personally, but if you don't have any of the SRs, and the SSRs, then personally, I would say go to step 2. If you don't get them by step 2, I wouldn't spend any more, because 3,500 just to get those to begin with, it's not a waste in my personal opinion, but I wouldn't go any more just because, unless you have a ridiculous amount of crystals saved up, I wouldn't go anymore. I wouldn't. And by ridiculous, I mean like unless you have like over 40,000 free crystals saved up, I wouldn't go anymore. And if you do have 40,000 free crystals saved up, don't go past like step 3 or 4. You're really going to regret it if you do, to be completely honest. If you look at the gacha details here, we'll break it down. It's not that the gacha details are bad or this gacha is bad. It's just personally, I would rather not use all of my resources. In this gacha, Unit Amelia and the Arc Beast of the End have a chance of appearing. There will be no raid up for the collab unit or arc. That's the key thing to take away here. They have a chance of showing up, yes, but there's no raid up for them to show up. Gacha key points here. Amelia appropriate recommended arcs are on raid up as well. All steps only require free crystals, which is awesome, which is another reason why I'm saying like this is still a good chart and it's not useless. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying it's useless. It's solid, but I would be very wary on how many crystals you have and what you actually need. So you're getting a lot of Prayer Stardust from this, which I think is solid. Step 1, you're going to get 10 for rares, which Prayer Stardust across the board, whether it's a rare SR or an SSR or an LR, all Stardust is absolutely awesome, and you're getting last Cloudia medals, of course. So getting the Stardust on top of everything is why I'm saying this is also worth it. Personally, I wouldn't go past step 3. Unless you really have the crystals. Like, if you're new to this game in total, like this is your first event and you're sitting on like 50,000 crystals or something crazy, and let's say you haven't pulled, actually let's say you have pulled for Amelia and you got her but not her arc, and you don't have any of the arcs on this list, go through 1 through 5. Get your start. As long as you've also done the other tips that I've talked about in some of my previous videos, such as leveling up your conquering section and making sure you have all your tour slots open, because that stuff's really important first before pulling for anybody, because like I said a long time ago, you can get away with using the starting characters for a very long time. So there's that. So my big thing is the crystal cost. I would not go to 5 if I was you guys, even though the Prayer Stardust is very nice. Unless, like I said, specific circumstances, you're very, very new to the game. This is your first event. You have a whole bunch of crystals, and you got Amelia, and you didn't get her arc. Even if you did get her arc, still, I would say it could be worth it. Like this is now your number 1 mage. You know what I mean? Now you don't have to use the starting mage. You can use her and you'd be good. So like in a scenario like that, go for it. Okay, and regarding the Prayer Stardust, this is a little section that shows you how to use them. If you don't know how to use them, basically you just click on the arc you want to go onto, hit the extension, and at the top here, the top left, it's not showing my pings. Okay. At the top left of that screen, you'll see extend, and to the right of the extend, it'll show a plus symbol. You click the plus and you'll be able to use your Prayer Stardust in it. Now, this is why I'm saying specifically if you pulled Amelia, this is worth doing, and if you didn't, you might want to think about it. Maybe you really don't need some of these arcs. You really got to take a look, but a lot of these arcs are specifically just good with Amelia, like they say here in the front here, great for Amelia. So doesn't mean you can't use them on anyone else, because obviously these arcs existed before her, but they chose a whole bunch of hand-picked arcs that they think are good for Amelia. I agree with everyone they chose. Solid arcs. They have all the reasons here for why each one is good for her. Divine Beast Luke Mecha has high intelligence plus deals arc attributes for sorcerers, so that's solid. Not bad, not bad. And then you got the Skyship Lanovan, has the passive magic skill Magic Aura, and that allows the MP cost of offensive spells in exchange for increased magic damage. So solid. You get a solid move out of it. Same thing for Bell Tower of Guidance. You get something really good. The passive skill, you get the Robe High boost, which increases mind by 20, magic attack power by 10 when a robe is equipped. Pretty solid. Velda Org is a great SSR arc. Has the passive skill Ice High boost on it, which increases ice magic attack by 30, plus so much more. They just wanted to give you a little taste of everything without having to, jam-pack this whole thing with a whole bunch of information right here, when you could just go to the arc itself and find it by closing this here and going to recommended, and you can click on any of them like that, and then it'll show you the full list, even the Arc Ether reward if you click in the bottom right. So it's a great way to look. Definitely take a dive through, see if any of these arcs you could use, even if not for Amelia, for some of your other units. I highly recommend it. If there's some arcs you could use in there that you do not have, I don't see the harm in going to step 2. I don't. It's 3,500. You can get that back in a day. If you really try, you can get that back in a day. Or at least most of it. So it's not bad. It's definitely not bad. I would say this would be absolutely great if it had a higher probability to have Amelia or her arc drop, because with it not being on rate up, I was going to go back to that, but I just realized, let me show you the probability as well. But yeah, with it not being on rate up, I don't know, it's a little disappointing. Come down here, look at Amelia's rate. She has a 0.107 chance of dropping, just like everyone else here. Blaze Blade Shin, Guardian Angel Ukeel. She has the exact same chance. Now, what's more, as you see here, pick up, 0.833. These are going to be dropping like crazy in comparison to anything. All of these are going to be dropping like crazy in comparison to anything. So, in my opinion, if Amelia was even on a slight rate up along with her arc, even if it wasn't the same amount of a rate up as like this, even just more than that 0.107 here, it would be an all-around great. Oh, as well as like I said before, lowering the total here, because that is a lot of free crystals. I'm trying to think from the perspective of someone who's been playing this game 7 months more than I have, personally, because like I said, I'm still fairly new. So I'm trying to think of someone that's, like I said, yeah, that's way ahead of me, and how little crystal resources they have. They only have the resources of dailies, whatever they give them from charts, and without getting into crazy details, the farther you get into this game, the harder crystals becomes to get, because you don't have campaign missions anymore, at least new ones, until they release them. You don't have potentially arcs to level up anymore, so you don't have the libraries to go into to get it, so there's less crystals from that. You don't potentially have the units, or you can't pull the units because you have bad luck or something, so you can't level them up and get their crystals from their library. You know, the longer you play, the less crystal resources you have. So you have to manage your crystals in this game efficiently from the get-go. It's just something that everyone should take into consideration before dumping any crystals into this event. Just think about it. Think about your scenario. Think about, can any of the stuff in here help you? If not, maybe just forget about it for a little bit. You know, go for this next half of the event. If there's stuff in here you don't have that could help you, go for it. Would I recommend going to step 5? No. Am I going to tell you not to do it? No. It's your game. It's your choice. You know, this is just my recommendations. So I just wanted to share that with you. I do like the overall model. I think it could be better, but I don't think it's bad. I think it's solid. I will say it's solid. It has room for improvement, but it's solid, in my opinion. I think it's good. Choose wisely, everyone, and have a wonderful rest of your day. I am going to be grinding hard in this event. You wait till you see how many tickets I have here. For whoever's sticking around, the amount of tickets I have is ridiculous. This is what I'm going to be doing today with this game, at least. 388. It's a ridiculous amount of tickets. That's what I'm going to be doing here. So, ladies, gentlemen, wherever you are in the world, whatever time it is, whatever day it is, you have yourselves a wonderful day or night. Stay safe. It's been your boy Lunchbox FTP, and I will see you again soon. Peace.